Hello everyone. Welcome back to This Day in Weather. If you're just joining this channel, this is where you can learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Today is September 17th. On this day in 1923, the University of California in Berkeley was threatened by a devastating fire. The exact cause of the fire is unknown, but it began in the dry forest northeast of Berkeley, and strong northeasterly winds blew cinders into the air and led to the rapid fire growth. The fire caused 2 deaths and $10 million 1923 United States dollars in damages, which equates to almost $189 million in 2025 United States dollars. On this day in 1932, 5.97 inches of rain soaked Concord, New Hampshire in a 24-hour period that started the day before to set a record for that location. On this day in 1963, nearly 2.5 inches of rain fell in Yuma, Arizona in 24 hours. This was the most intense rain for Yuma from 1909 to 1977. On this day in 1965, a storm produced a band of heavy snow across parts of Wyoming. Totals of 23 inches in Rawlins and 20.7 inches in Lander set snowfall records for so early in the season. On this day in 1989, Hurricane Hugo made 3 landfalls in United States territories. The first one was on St. Croix in the United States Virgin Islands as a Category 4 hurricane with 140-mile-per-hour winds. The second one was in Vieques, Puerto Rico, and the third one was in Fajardo, Puerto Rico, both as a Category 3 hurricane with 125-mile-per-hour winds. Hugo first formed as a tropical depression around 125 miles south of Cape Verde on September 10th and intensified to a Category 5 hurricane with peak winds of 160 miles per hour on the 15th. After the landfalls in the United States territories, Hugo had weakened to a 105-mile-per-hour Category 2 hurricane by the 19th, but re-intensified to a Category 4 hurricane on the 21st as it passed over the Gulf Stream. Later on the night of the 21st, it made its last landfall on Sullivan's Island in South Carolina as a 140-mile-per-hour Category 4 hurricane, after which it weakened to a tropical storm by dawn on the 22nd, just west of Charlotte, North Carolina. On the 23rd, Hugo became extratropical near Erie, Pennsylvania, and continued across eastern Canada, and eventually moved into the far northern Atlantic and dissipated completely on the 25th. Along its path, Hugo caused 107 fatalities, 67 of which were direct, and $11 billion 1989 United States dollars in damage. In 2025 United States dollars, that equates to over $28.657 billion. The name Hugo was retired following that season and was replaced with Humberto starting with the 1995 season. On this day in 2004, as part of a multi-day outbreak of 120 tornadoes associated with Hurricane Ivan that lasted from the 15th through the 18th across Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and parts of the middle Atlantic coast, roughly 60 tornadoes touched down on this day alone. The strongest one was an F3 that affected the Remington, Virginia area on this day. Several homes in a subdivision had their roofs torn off, and one home was shifted from its foundation. Garages and outbuildings were destroyed, and large trees were snapped and uprooted. 2 people were injured. The deadliest tornado from this outbreak was an F2 that affected Calhoun County, Florida on the 15th, which caused 4 fatalities. The outbreak as a whole caused 7 fatalities and $96.9 million 2004 United States dollars in damage, which equates to over $165.71 million in 2025 United States dollars. Also on this day, Ivan's remnants flooded Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with 5.95 inches of rain in just one day, which was the most rainfall Pittsburgh has ever seen in a 24-hour period since records started in 1876. That will close up this edition of This Day in Weather, but be sure to stay tuned in because whenever there's a new video, you will learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Please hit the thumbs up button to like this video. Please hit the subscribe button to be sure to never miss a new video. If you're just joining this channel, please check out all the other videos that have been posted on this channel. And please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/thisdayinweather for more content.